you're wasting your time, bro. I'm pretty sure you blew it up, man. I think that Prius was just a little bit too much for you. I mean, that was pretty pathetic.
Yeah, okay, Mackay Pfeiffer.
Mackay Pfeiffer. Who?
Yeah, I feel like B-Rabbit right now, fixing this old hoopty. Drop a beat, I'll freestyle for you.
I'm lost.
Marshall Mathers, haven't you ever seen... Forget it, man, you're too old.
Not too old to kick your butt.
Yeah. Fired up again.
It's not gonna start, man. You're wasting your time. Are we gonna sit out here all night?
But you got something better to do?
Maybe.
I'll take that as a no.
Still, I don't want to be here forever, man. It's not gonna start.
It's gonna start.
Okay.
And maybe you can use this for that ministry idea you had, man.
The shelter?
Yeah, the kids' place. What's it called? Kids Cared For Carefully by Carl. Isn't that the name of it?
That's definitely not the name of it. The idea is to have kids come and chill out, not like drive by and not come in because they're scared, you know?
Yeah, well, what are you going to call it then?
Not going to be called anything.
Not going to be called anything. That's a weird name.
I'm not going to do it, man. I can't.
I mean, you can't.
I don't know. I can't. It won't work.
Who says?
I don't know. Everybody, I guess. You know, the economy's down, and most people don't think it would fly anyways. Besides, I'd be in way over my head.
Yeah, who's everyone, man? What do they know? I mean, sure, the economy's down, but that means you can get a building for cheaper, right? What do you mean you'd be in over your head?
Oh, no. I've just never done anything like this before, you know? I mean, don't get me wrong. I've dreamed of doing this my entire life. Bringing kids in off the street, being a positive force in their life, and I don't know. I don't know what to do, and I don't know how to do it. Besides, most people think that...
Yeah, who cares what most people think, man? I mean, most people haven't done anything with their lives, so of course they're going to tell you can't do anything with yours. You got to stop listening to people, bro. You want to build this thing, you want to be a positive influence in the world, then do it.
What if it fails?
What if it doesn't?
You can't live your life like that, man. You got to be smart.
Yeah, well, I'd rather live my life believing that things are possible than live it in fear of failing all the time.
I'm not afraid of failing.
Yeah, what are you scared of? People. What they might think if this whole thing falls flat, am I right?
I just don't want to be the joke of the town, you know?
And you know what's a joke? People that clown on other people but have never done anything special with their own lives, those people are jokes. You wouldn't be a joke, man. I mean, let's say you build this shelter, right? And the whole thing falls flat, nobody comes out, nobody chills, nobody's life's affected positively. At least you had enough guts to do it. What can they say, huh? They're gonna live their whole life without ever chasing a dream, without ever stepping out in faith and doing something special. You're not a joke, man. You never would be. You want to build this thing and be some positive force in the world, then do it.
Easier said than done.
Is it? The last time I checked, you haven't even tried, man. I mean, you're always telling me God's got your back and all these things, and why don't you believe he's got your back when you try to do something positive? What's that story you always tell me about with the little dude and the big dude?
David and Goliath?
Yeah, right? Little dudes that's standing there in the ranks of this giant army of all these guys who claim that God's got their back, but they're too scared to step the big dude. Isn't that how it goes?
Yeah, I don't remember the part of the little dude, but...
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, right? So, when everybody else is too scared to step out in faith, what's David do?
He steps up.
He steps. Why? Because he believes.
He believes.
So why don't you, man?
Scared, I guess.
I was once told this story about this guy who was living during World War II, and the Nazis came and they kidnapped him, and they kidnapped his family and his townspeople, and they led him to this cliff, and they were going to push him over the edge, right? And so there he is. He thinks he's going to die, so he starts looking back on his life, and he realizes that he didn't do much with his life. He never put himself out there, never took a risk, never really lived for anything of value or worth. And right when he thinks he's going to die, this Allied bomber comes swooping in and kills all the Nazis, and he lives. He's got this second chance for life. So right then and there, he makes this promise to himself that he's going to live sold out. He's going to live a life of faith. So he starts this business, and everybody tells him that, you know, this business isn't going to work. But it starts, and it grows a little bit, grows a little bit more, and the next thing you know, man, it's $1 million corporation. And what does he do with all that money? He gives it to charities all around the world. You see, he made a positive influence in the world because he believed. life's short, man. Sometimes you gotta just jump in and make the most of what you've been given. Sometimes you gotta just turn the key.
Huh?
Go ahead, turn the key.
I guess sometimes you just gotta believe.
And let God do the rest.